Hello, everybody.
Welcome back, you guys.
It's your girl, Vicky.
And it's Coco.
And this is the ConVic Podcast.
My hair is
Clearly,
not
we
looking
did
cute
not
today.
get those sound machines yet, but when you hear them, you'll be really excited.
Yeah. Until then, enjoy
it's
us
coming.
doing all these sound effects.
It's coming. So, Coco, how have you been?
I've been okay. So a couple of life changes have happened with us.
Oh,
After we came back from Mexico, we kind of got the spontaneous idea to adopt a puppy.
Ew.
And his name is Ollie, and he is a cockapoo, which is a cocker spaniel with a poodle. Definitely drove all the way to Connecticut to get him. We didn't adopt, you guys. We're sorry, but we wanted a small dog because apartment rules and everything. Swear, if I had a house, I would adopt a pit bull. Let me just tell you guys this: puppy blues are real. Okay, like first of all, look at the state of my hair. I don't even know how to do my hair right now. Hold on. But like my hair is just not hairy right now, and I can't even deal with that. But
you look hot. You look like fresh out of bed, like
it looks like
a little. What do they call it? Like after sex hair.
After sex hair,
like rolling out of bed and just be like smoldery eyes.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't like it because it's kind of great, but whatever. Anyway, point is, we adopted this dog. Not adopted, we bought. And it has been hell on earth. When I tell you, I had in the past week 10 to 12 breakdowns, essentially.
Yep.
And I'm not saying I'm not an emotional person. I am an emotional person. This dog has taken me down. I have done a lot in my work life. Like I support so many people. I've done a lot of shit. For a 10-inch dog to take me down, it's a lot. Like I've been through a lot in my life. That to take me down. And I think it's just because like I think that we fell in illusion with like the dog, like of having a puppy.
Mm-hmm. You like the idea of
definitely
it.
forgot about like my family dog, that I didn't really train it, nor did I do anything like Angie. When Angie went to college, like it was my parents' responsibility. I was there to walk it, to chill with it, with Vicky, because sensitive subject here. And all of a sudden, it's just like, wow, this dog is just peeing and shitting all over my apartment, and I can't have that. Also, we weren't like really prepared to get the gates. Like the gates took forever to come, which was like another problem. And I was just like, oh my God. And I was starting to get stressed out. Like I just, like I like to keep my house clean and smelling lovely. I don't like shit, pee everywhere. No.
Literal shit.
Literal shit. And it's not even like, it's the smell of it. And then they try to eat it. What the fuck? Oh no, like, I don't have time for that. Like, no, what are we doing? And then you're trying to train it, and then like you're on the potty for like hours. Like, this is where you go. The minute you're like, okay, they must not go. They step off, they pee on the floor. Yep. My wooden floors, which I love so much, are not looking cute. I need like a professional mopper when I get like I've been like cleaning it, mopping it, but like that mop with the shine, that's what I need.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, did we bite off more than we could chew? Yes, we definitely did. But I'm really gonna try to give it a month, see what happens. Now, for everybody coming at me, I am not leaving this dog in a shelter. Calm down, okay? My parents said they would take him in if it gets too overwhelming for me and Jose. And if not, I'm forcing it on my sister. She already has 3 kids. Rosie the dog, the 2 actual kids. What's a 4th one gonna do? Break them? They've been through enough.
Okay, well, sorry.
Yeah, it's just like, and nobody talks about the puppy blues. I thought I was going insane. I was just like, there's no, and then I got to text my girl, Vix. And I was like, I feel like I love him.
You even called me.
Huh?
So you even called me.
I called you crying. I was crying with the dog. Also, like right now, Ollie's with his dad because, we're making the magic here. And let me just show you guys a picture of Ollie. He is stupid cute. He is adorable. He is the essence to me.
No. He
So
looks
I'm
like
just like,
Teddy's cousin.
why? Like, why is this happening right now?
They-
No, but for real though. I love Ollie. I really do. He is the light of my life, but also the root to my anxiety. And
Mm,
for my anxiety girlies, you know, a panic attack could be triggered very quickly, very easily. You won't even know what happened.
it's
And
true.
when I got a panic attack with Ollie, I was just like, I can't do this. And you know, ironically, I had the panic attack right in front of my parents, where they were like, they literally came to my house as a surprise. They're like, "How are you?" Tears, just
But
immediately tears. And
that's their fault.
yeah, my mom and dad were so concerned. They're like, "What happened? Are you okay?" I was like, "I just can't. I can't. I can't deal." So when my parents really volunteered to take him, I was like, "Thank you." I want to give it a month. I feel like I am too fresh in the puppy blues to make a firm decision.
Yeah. It's been like a week.
Right. So give me like 3 more. See what happens on the tail of if Ollie stays. And you know what? I don't even feel a little bit guilty, but like part of me is just like Ollie will go from living in an apartment to literally having
Dog.
a house with a backyard.
It'll be fine.
He's gonna be like, bitch, why did you keep me here in the Bronx? Like,
He's gonna be like, who are you?
yeah, he's gonna be like, I fucks with Papa Alva and Mama Alva now. Like, fuck you.
Yeah. Like I went from child to sibling.
Yeah.
He's
You
gonna be
know?
fine. Either way, whether he stays with you or goes with Papa and Mama Alva, he'll be fine.
He'll be loved and he's staying with the
Okay.
family. But tentative of the month. He'll be fine. I mean, how's Teddy been doing?
I don't know. At some point, I realize I'm 32. At some point in my life, I have to learn to stop being so fucking impulsive and allowing shit to happen. Okay? I should have said no to this dog. And it's really, Teddy's a great dog, right? Like, we love Teddy. But adding something else onto my plate is not something I should have done.
Especially that you
Because
work from home.
I work from home, so I'm literally stuck in my house with this damn dog all day working.
You're his mama.
And I'm his mama, I'm Logan's mama, I'm Aaliyah's mama. And it's like
Rich's
I'm a
wife.
mama for a lot of people. There's a lot of mamas going on.
Yeah, and this is when I called you. I remember I was just like, I never had anything depend on me. And Vicky's like, 5 years.
Yeah. Welcome.
You're welcome.
I feel like I'm drowning every day. So it's like, even just sitting on the couch, there's literally 3 of them sitting on top of me now,
It's too
fighting
many.
for
It's
who
too
gets the
many. Like
middle. It's too
touchy.
many. Like, I just want. And then he's always doing dumb shit to kill himself. Like, what is he doing? Like, I will be baking something and he wants to stand and cuddle with the oven. No. Do you not feel the heat?
Do you not understand? That's ouch.
I thought everybody told me that toy poodles are so smart. They're like,
Oh, bitch.
oh, you're gonna
All the
love
doodles are
it.
smart.
It's so smart. Okay, so why is he trying to get third-degree burn? Because I don't get it.
And then on top of that, we need pet insurance.
Yes, I have to take him to the doctor this week for his shots so that I can go outside again. Do you see how you feel with the 1? This is how I feel with the 3.
Yeah,
And
I
I'm
can't
potty
imagine how you did
training.
that.
I'm
Potty
potty
training.
all 3
Pull
of
a
them.
bullet in my head.
All 3 of them. Okay? Like, who signed up for this? And why was it me? Why do I hate myself? Like, this
We need to be
fucking dog.
evaluated.
You see this curtain back here? He shit underneath it. So I saw because what he does is he'll shit on the pad and then he'll walk his little ass in a shit walk over to another
Yes,
spot
what the
and shit
fuck are they
there.
doing? Just finish on the pad.
Like, why do we need to travel shit? Like, what is this? So then, on top,
What is this
so
travel
then,
shit about?
and then he tricked me because when he shit on the pad and I looked everywhere, I didn't see any more shit. So I'm like, You did it. Great job, Teddy.
Positive
Give him a
reinforcement.
great positive reinforcement. We pow fives, all that. And then my kids came home and they're playing and they're like, Mommy, look. And I had to make sure they're not getting their fucking Legos and the shit that was hidden behind the curtain.
Ugh.
This is the life.
The shit diarrhea took me out. That
He hasn't had.
no,
We're not.
Don't, from one dog to another. Do not give them a lot of treats.
Oh hell no! He lucky if he gets one of it. First of all, he won't pee on the bed. He treats. I tell him, don't get out of the cage. What does he do? He gets out of the cage.
All right, you just want to bite me. That's fine. So anyway, he does. Yeah, the pad. I have literally just like. Does the dog Teddy doesn't sleep with you guys in the bed, right?
Absolutely not.
Okay, so Ollie sleeps in our bed, and Ollie has learned to jump on me at 4 or 5 in the morning. Like, hey, bitch, if you don't get me down this bed, I'ma shit and pee all over it. And you best believe, in the days of me being half asleep, I will put this little boy on the pad and be like, do you know how dumb I sound? Every potty. Like, and they're so cute. Like, look, he's just like biting. Like, people are like, redirect when he's biting you. Bitch, this is the last of my concerns. I could give up a finger for like a couple of months right now. If he gets the potty, I'm like, I don't even care. He's biting the shit out of me right now. I don't care.
He does that too. I hate it. And
it's just like, you know what? You gotta take some wins and some losses. And the other person that was suffering with me was my sister. She had to call me every single day because every single day I was about to rent a car, drive to where they live in Jersey, drop the dog off, and be like, you know what? It's not meant to be.
Angie.
And no, Angie calls him nephew son because, still tentative, still very very touch and go. We're 50-50 right now. And I told Jose, I've expressed my feelings to Jose. He's like, we're going to make it through. I'm like, I'm telling you right now, it's 50-50. Like, you don't know where this could lead.
It's really 49, but I'll stick with it.
You're lucky I'm sticking through. But yeah, and then like the other thing is, you can let these... Oh. What happened? Did he fart? Have you been smelling their farts? Yo, they fart.
Oh my God. Heavy almost took me out one day.
Yeah. Their farts are disgusting.
I thought he shit on the couch. He was laying on top of me on the couch, and I just smelled it, and I jumped up. I didn't even know I had the core strength to do the move that I did, because I was like, ain't no way this dog just shit on me. Like, and it was just a fart, and I was like, oh,
you doing this to me?
Oh, hell no.
You're earning your keep and you're doing this to me.
Like, it's gross.
Yeah, their farts are deadly. I'm like,
what are you eating?
It's Blue Haven food. The doctor recommended it.
No, I'm not saying what you're giving him, Connie. I'm saying what's wrong with his stomach.
That's what I'm saying. What is in there?
It's nasty.
Gross. And also, then I just have to ask, am I ready to take care of a real human baby? And the answer is maybe. I just don't know. Maybe 2 years from now.
I think with a human baby, you'll have to fight through it a lot more than you do with a dog.
That's what I'm saying.
So you're going to feel all of this, but you're going to keep feeling it until you fight through a point where it doesn't feel like that anymore.
I thought you were going to say until I die. I was like, wow.
No.
Ollie, why would you eat my hair? What? I give you all the toys. Oh,
yeah,
and you know what's another thing? He bit my nipple one day.
Oh, yeah. Teddy tries to lick mine, and I'm like, excuse me?
Don't be biting my nipple. And then Jose goes, he learns it from me. I don't give a fuck. Like, shut the fuck
up. Divorce. Goodbye. Divorce.
Who is talking to you? I am complaining and you want to make it a joke?
You're not allowed to speak unless we asked a question.
Yo, deadass.
Teddy is a black dog, so he is not allowed to lick my lips or sleep in my bed. But now he's supposed to sleep in his playpen, and it's a spacious playpen. His little bed fits in there with his toys and the pad, and we put water in there for him because he clearly, I don't know, that he just be needing the most. So
You got a
he decided, he's made an executive decision that he will no longer restrict himself to the confines of the playpen, since he has decided that he can now jump out at his leisure. So whenever we put him in there, it's really just to watch him jump out again. It's to see the magic trick because he does not stay.
How did he learn how to climb out?
Apparently, that's that whole toy poodles are so smart thing.
Hey. Sit.
I see what they mean then, because he just figured it out. He just figured it out. Like, yeah.
I today left him alone for the first time for work. And ironically, so Jose usually works nights. So I was like, oh, it's going to be fine. Like, he's going to have like sleep time with dad the whole night and then I'll fucking deal, right? I didn't care. Jose then tells me on Saturday, he was like, hey, I actually need to work Monday morning. I was like, cool. That's fine. Now, I will say this. Jose and me have been doing like the morning shifts and everything. Like, we've been trying to set a routine because everybody on TikTok says set a routine, fuck the routine. I bought the camera. I bought it all. Ollie does not like his crate. And unfortunately, I'm not saying crate training is good. Like, it probably is. I put him in a crate for 15 minutes. I gave him treats and everything. Close the crate. You would have thought I was murdering this dog.
Oh,
he screamed for 15 minutes straight as I was taking a shower. It was giving me anxiety. I was just like, I'm not killing this dog or anything like that, but Jesus Christ. So I like leave him the whole kitchen. I also put like gates there. Why? Ollie decided to go into the most blind spot I had. I left him at around 8. Started barking, crying for 15 minutes. I was like, he has to soothe himself, whatever, right? He then hides in the only place I can't see him. And then at that point, I was like, you know what? I know how to usually manage my anxiety. And I literally texted Jose. I'm like, either Ollie died or Ollie escaped. But either way, I'm already on my way to work. So let me know what you find when you come home. Like, because part of me is like, I seen the videos of dogs climbing out. And I'm like, well, if he's shitting all over the living room, there's really nothing I could do. I'm already in Manhattan. Like, there's nothing I could do to save this situation. What am I supposed to tell my boss? Hey, I need to go. My dog may or may not have escaped the kitchen. He's gonna be like, bitch, what the fuck? Like, so
yeah.
When Jose came home, he said he was like walking around, but then I saw on the camera when Jose was putting the key in the lock, that's when he woke up. So apparently he was sleeping the whole time, which I'm like, good. That's good.
He did a good job.
He didn't pee or poop on the pads. He like, as soon as Jose took him out, he pooped on the pad. And then Jose took him out for a full walk, and that's when he pooped outside. So I'm like, he likes the warmth. He's like, fuck this cold and fuck you. That's what I'm hearing from him all the time. When he wakes me up, he knows to wake me up because Jose's like snoring asleep. He jumps on me. He's like, bitch, forget about him. I know you'll wake up. And is that just mom life forever? Like, do the kids just come to you?
All the time.
And not dad?
All the time. And I have one of the most hands-on, like, my husband is dad. You know, like, he's there with me in it. They still just come to me.
Yeah. They say fuck you too.
Yeah. Like, it's not even like, if I would understand it a lot more if my husband wasn't like really
he wasn't so hands-on like he is.
Like, you know, one of those just like sit back and let mom do it dads. He's not. Like, he's not. He,
you know what? I'm talking like that. Like, that's the same situation with my sister. Hands on dad, hands on mom. Still go to mom. They will scream mama in their sleep. I'm like,
and then it's not even just coming to me, but they want to be on top of me too.
Oh my god!
And they want me to be a part of everything, which is like adorable, love it. But then it's like too many people want me to be a part of things.
Somebody one time, a podcaster said, it's like at the end of the day, once you put the kids to sleep and everything, and then your husband wants to touch you, like, I just had so many hands and bodies on me. Like, leave me alone.
Yeah, we do understand like when we need space.
Yeah.
Like we'll be like, all right, I need a moment.
You need a moment.
And then
just sit in the shower and cry.
Yeah.
And you say you can't take Teddy out for a couple of weeks, right?
No, because he didn't get his second shot.
Oh, you see, my dog came with second shot. I took it to the vet. The vet was like, just take him out, see what happens. I'm like, I bet. Like,
Because you got him at the mark. He just turned that mark.
oh.
Yeah. So, like, I think Ollie is probably like 2 weeks older than Teddy.
Yeah. He's
Because he's
15?
Yeah, Teddy just turned 3 months yesterday.
Oh. It's just a lot. Like, but these dogs are cute. Again, like I tell, like, you know, guys, tentative on our dog journey here. We don't know what might happen. And what we don't want for our audience is to be judged. We're trying our best every day.
So basically, what we're trying to say is we're both on the verge of a mental breakdown every single day.
If you see me crying on the train, whatever, mind your business. This is New York. Mind your business.
Yeah, it's like every day, at some point of the day, I'm like this close to just being like, fuck it all.
Not to sound like dark, not dark thoughts, but sometimes it's like,
Ooh.
I hope they just don't come back.
Yep.
Oh my
It's
god.
okay, girl. Safe space.
Safe space. Don't judge me, judge your mother.
That's number one. 2, I'm not gonna yuck your yums. I understand. I'm here with you.
Vicky was literally my first phone call. I was like, I can't. And you're like, oh, brief.
Who's the head bitch in charge?
Ollie? Oh my goodness, that shit was funny. Oh my god.
Hard.
But anyway, now that the puppy blues we're done talking about the puppy blues. We're still in the puppy blues.
But yeah, moving on. Work has been insane. My husband
over it.
Same. I'm like, is there? I miss maternity leave. I could just
we
like
should get
walk
maternity leave for dogs.
Like, no, seriously,
like I'm gonna look it up. Is that a thing?
It's
Probably
not. But I just miss having a period of time where I didn't have to wake up and go to work.
What's that like? But you have to take care of like a child.
I know. And I worked until birth for both of my kids. The day I had Malia, I actually left work that morning to go to the hospital and get checked, and ended up having her. So I worked.
You're like, wow, that's crazy.
Literally. And then with Logan, I stopped working Monday, gave birth to him Thursday. So, yeah, I mean, that part sucks, the whole having to take care of kids thing.
Yeah.
But like, if we could eliminate that part.
If I could just have like 3 months off.
Just give me 3 months off.
Like, FMLA is always looking so good. I'm like,
first of all, just give me 3 months off.
Yeah,
like,
just like, I'll come back so refreshed.
I'm saying, like, and then my boss keeps like adding projects, and it's like, hello, sir, it is quarter 5. You don't add projects until quarter 2 to be done before quarter 4, when we just coast until quarter 1. About.
Why are you bored?
No, seriously, why are you so ambitious? Because I don't understand why all of these things need to be completed within this year.
But also, like, part of me, do you ever just want to be like, so let me see your time frame and let me tell you what's actually going to be done?
Seriously, because this man...
The dreams you're selling are not the dreams I'm seeing.
And then it's not like, let me help you with these projects. It's like, yeah, go figure this out and complete it, and then get back to me on like when it's done. Good job, thanks. And it's like, okay. Yay. So excited.
I hope you know AI is helping me too.
Oh, every fucking day.
Yeah. Do you think my amazing emails are from myself? First of all,
because like, I know. Have you tried it where you're like, I want to live this life. I want these things, this many kids, weigh this much, blah, blah, blah. And then it'll give you like a full life plan. No. And then you could break it down into steps and be like, how do I, like, let's say you're like, I want to lose 50 pounds, start a business, while working my 9 to 5 and get married or some shit like that. It will literally be like, well, you need to be on this diet, doing these workouts, all of this. You need to get, and then I'll give you a list of things you need to do for your business to start your business, and then you could like
Why
drill
did we use
in.
ChatGPT to start this podcast? Why are we so stupid?
To be honest, I just found out about this recently.
I'm not gonna lie. I use ChatGPT. Be like, please write this email regarding tone, professional but firm, or professional, firm, and friendly.
I use it for my captions for my candles, because one thing I am terrible at is any type of like explaining or
You remind me of that TikTok video. It goes in the window. What door? I don't know the song, the sound. I'll find it, and they're like, "Ollie, baby." Oh, this. Oh my god! You flung him.
It was okay. He's fine.
he'll be fine. Logan does that to Teddy all the time. I talk about I'm fighting for my life. Teddy be fighting for his life. Logan literally picked him up by the tail and was swinging him around in a circle. Jesus Christ, this poor dog isn't gonna make.
Wait, do you not stop it?
You turn your back and then you turn around. Your toddler's like, what? To the damn dog. You're like, animals. Terrible. I'm like, damn, I'm trying to save that damn dog. Either that or Maria's like hugging him so tight she's smothering him. I'm like, you gotta let go. Poor Teddy's there crying.
You gotta teach your kids gentle, gentle, gentle.
Yeah. I tell you, I just poured glass of wine.
What do you mean? Like does the dog not scream?
And now
He just like literally by the tail. He's like, "Come on!" What did you say?
Oh my god!
This is why Teddy shits all over your house, though.
This is why he also stays up under my ass.
Yeah, he's like, "Bitch, you gonna do anything?"
Yeah.
Holy shit, your kids are violent.
No, my kids are feral.
Yeah, literally. Like we taught Isabella gentle, gentle, gentle with Rosie.
Feral animals.
I'm not judging your kids, but like a little bit.
First of all, I'm judging my kids because, like, what the fuck? Why did you think that this was okay?
Why did you pick him up by the tail?
Like,
and does he go, "Mommy, look"?
He doesn't even say anything because I've already told him multiple times, stop throwing the dog, stop picking him up like that, stop playing with him rough. You need to be nicer to the dog. The dog is gonna break a freaking leg, and all of that.
Thank you for getting that out there. That's just funny.
You're welcome. But yeah, I'm not explaining or like
sorry,
advertising.
Yeah, so it's hard.
It's hard.
I'll never forget the person that, I guess interned at our old job before me. When you said print this,
I know it was
photocopy.
I told him to make a copy, and he put the paper down on the big machine and left the thing open. The paper that came out clearly was not a copy of the original because it had a big blacked out square blacking everything on the paper out, and the margins were completely shifted because he never put the top down. And it's like, cool, you didn't know how to copy, but when you saw what came out and you saw the original, did you not realize that one was not a copy of the other?
I remember this being one of the first stories you told me because you asked me to copy something and you were like,
I needed to make sure. I needed to know what I was dealing with because they told me.
And I copied right, y'all.
When he came in, they were like, oh, he's really good in school. He was an intern, his first job. And I'm like, okay, cool, that's great. He got a good head on his shoulders. That's awesome. I asked him, I said, do you know how to use a copy machine? Now, I get my tone is very off-putting and people think I'm being a condescending bitch. But also, if you don't know how to copy, then whether I'm being a condescending bitch or not, the answer is still no.
Literally.
And he did not, but said yes. And then that happened. And I will never forget it till the day I die.
No, till the day I die, I also think about it. Though it didn't happen to me when you told me that. You're like, hey, can you copy this? And I was like, sure. Then you literally followed me to the copy room. I'm just like, I just need to get something. And I did it right, y'all.
I'm so proud of you.
The bar was low.
The bar was sunk.
I remember you also want to hear something so crazy. When I interviewed for that job, like I didn't have like what corporate America was, because I didn't enter during college. And what funny was is that when I first met Vicky, I'm like, oh wow, she's pretty older than me and everything. No, turns out we're the same age. I told you that, remember? I was like, I thought you were like the other person. I was like, oh, I thought you were like older. Because I just like was so nervous. Everybody just looked older to me.
People tell me I look 18. So, and back then,
sorry.
The hate.
The hate is crazy. No, I'm just saying. Think about it. I was fresh out of college. I was looking at face or anything. Like, remember they took me to that room, then to go to like the other person's room. I was just like, we're doing too much.
I'll give you this. I was the youngest person in that office until you came by a lot. So
we're talking decades. Like,
yeah. And you know, like if you were going off, oh, black don't crack, so she probably looks young, but she's probably like 30.
It's also because you had the pictures of the kids. I'm like, wow, this person's living a life. Because your cubicle was right out, like when I walked in. So who's that stupid fucking shit? We really had to monitor the key to the bathroom. Like, we were not okay at that job. We were dumb.
We were back in kindergarten.
We were literally in kindergarten. And then remember they used to ask us, where's the key?
I'm literally lose it.
I'm like,
all the time. All the fucking time.
And then they'll be like, the keys. I'm like, somebody's in the bathroom. They're like, okay, but how long were they in? I'm like, oh, you didn't.
Oh, you time them.
I'm like, that wasn't mentioned. That was just guardian of this key.
I feel like that's a violation of privacy.
I feel so too.
But you can go bang on the door.
Yeah. Remember they used to go to like the gym that was like across from us and like take their key? And then we got friends with them too. And I was like, this is too much. And then we found out the bathroom on the last floor was always open. So I used to just go to that bathroom.
That's the bathroom I took my pregnancy test.
And I wasn't there.
I took like 4 of them because I was like, ain't no way. Hold
on. Not these pregnancy tests and gaslighting me.
It's supposed to be the good one. That shit was $20. It was crazy. But pop culture.
Oh, yes. So it's been a while, guys. So hold on, let me take my mighty notes out.
It's been a while. So first we have to talk about the Super Bowl.
Let's talk about it. I have so many thoughts.
First of all, we said this on the last episode, I think. We were talking about like how petty Drake has been.
No, Kendrick.
How petty Kendrick has been and how sad and depressed and angry Drake must be. And then and that was before Kendrick, not only did he win a Grammy for his diss track, Grammys, he also performed it at the Super Bowl.
And I just have to say, a lot of people, when I watched Kendrick's performance, I kind of understood where he was saying we're playing the game in America kind of thing.
Yeah.
A lot of people didn't get that.
Oh, a lot of people aren't. I told you, a lot of people aren't smart.
Yeah. And I was just like, wait, because I'm not going to say I got it off the bat, but I kind of understood. Like, I was like, oh, okay, Uncle Sam being that
exactly.
And all that.
And American flag.
Yeah, the flag thing, people were like, oh, it's real patriotic. I'm like, no, it's like divided. Like,
no. If you listen to Kendrick and his other albums, you know that he is more of like a black rights supporter. He talks about like real Black history, activism, all of that.
Right.
He is not I said this the last time. He is not going to go on the Super Bowl in Black History Month and do some honky tonk white shit.
Right.
Okay, he was showing how to play the game in America, like you said. Samuel Jackson was Uncle Sam because of who he played in Django.
Right.
And
Because remember,
just
he
like
even said it. He was like,
relief.
"No, you can't act. That was too ghetto-y. You gotta act like how SZA was." And
exactly.
like, I got like, again, I'm not saying like right off the bat, but I'm like, oh, okay, like this is very. We're playing a game of how to survive somewhere, how to like make sure we don't die, basically.
Right.
And then like I was so upset because like even if you didn't get any of that, the game over should have made you think it's like
and the remote control.
Yeah, I was just like, what? But anyway, besides that, it was like when he said, and I was listening, I was waiting for him. And he was like, or he was just like, they love to sue, and I was like, do it. And Truth and Thoughts, I was like, just do it, Kendrick. And then he didn't because SZA came out, and then when he went back and did it, and when that man Kendrick just, first of all, his jeans went worldwide. His bell-bottom jeans, men are now trying to wear that.
First of all, Mitch had been trying to wear that for like the past 2-3 months. He said this is what the kids do. I was like, oh, sweetie.
It's because Rich works with the youth still, right?
He works at a college.
That's the youth.
Okay.
I call that the youth because like when we were in college, we were like fashion trendy.
No, you're right. You're right. That is the youth.
Yeah.
That is the youth, college ages. Yep, that must be it. He's been trying this for months. The bell bottoms with the.
I would love to see Rich in bell bottoms. Not that I will laugh at him. Oh, please do. And what we're gonna do on the pod is just show half. Right on our Instagram. Rich would probably. Rich would probably never talk to us again.
He has to talk to me.
He has to talk to me. He could block me.
We have kids and a dog.
And surviving everything.
Fuck the marriage. He gotta talk to me for the kids and a dog. Oh my god.
Wait, but anyway, it was Kendrick. I'm not even gonna worry. It was really Kendrick Lamar going, say Drake. I was like,
yeah.
I need to be more petty in my life. Kendrick Lamar has taught me one thing. Oh wait, going back to this performance, somebody then texted me and say, "Is that the Coca-Cola sign?" I was like, because it's red, white, and blue, and I was like, okay, I see the train of thought because isn't Coke or Pepsi like the sponsor of it or something? I was like, okay.
It's today's episode. People are not smart.
Don't judge me, judge your mother. No, but then he literally said, "Say Drake." I was like,
but I noticed he didn't say the pedophile.
No, because
he
then
said the A minor.
Yeah, the whole stadium A minor.
I
was like,
the entire stadium and everybody at home watching.
Yeah. Oh, me. A minor.
Yeah. Like everybody. So like I know
Drake is in Cindy right now, Australia, and he must hate himself.
I want to shout out Drake's therapist. They must be fighting for their life right now.
Money.
Keeping that man alive. Because this has been a rough year for homie.
Yo. How he's still standing is beyond me.
You know what? We gotta give him more credit. That is a strong man. I saw he tried to do the song. And it's like, oh, next year.
Also, what's so funny? It's just like, this is just like the start of 2025. And they were like, I know you like them young. You better not go to Cell Block 1. I was like, damn. My favorite part was just like, if like a girl thinks you're talking fall in love, just make sure you hide your little sister from them. I'm like, no, it was a whole stadium saying A minor. And then there was a video of Tyga. Is his name? Tyga? What did I say? Tyga?
Who are you?
Tyga. The one that used to date Kylie Jenner when she was a minor.
Tyga.
A minor. There was like a video of somebody recording him. Like he was like shocked that Kendrick did that. But he didn't say the pedophile stuff. But everybody was like, Tyga, you dated a minor too. Like, why are you so shocked? Like, this song could be about you. Like, you definitely dated Kylie when she was like definitely like 15 or 16. Like, comment.
I think they met at her Sweet 16, didn't they?
I think so, yeah. Hollywood's too messy. And then there's been videos about Drake that he was just like, oh, nobody's my Valentine's except for those two little girls from the Ellen show. A minor.
But yeah, no. Kendrick shut down February. Did your
That meme
thing.
was everywhere the next day. You could not. And I remember there's somebody like, if I'm sending you this, like him looking at the camera and say Drake, they're like, just know that I'm not done being petty. And when they're like, when your boyfriend's like, have you had enough? And you're like, no.
2025 goals, be as petty as Kendrick.
It has won him a Grammy, the Super Bowl performance. Like,
it's crazy when your petty levels are worse than Kanye's. His petty levels are worse than 50 Cent's.
Like, no, 50 Cent bought out a whole stadium of Ja Rule. Like the first 5 rows he bought it out. So nobody...
Yeah, but Ja Rule did have a hand in trying to get 50 killed. So he has more of a reason.
That's true.
Kendrick just don't like Drake. Like,
Kendrick said, fuck you. Which we applaud. We applaud it.
He said, fuck you and your mother.
Nope.
That's what he said at this point. He said, I'm going to stomp on you until your mama feels it. That's what he said.
That's why Drake went into hiding.
Yes. But yeah, what else happened this week?
I don't really know.
For me, my head has been so far up dark romanticy ass. Like, I went from finishing the Throne of Glass series to now I'm in ACOTAR.
What's that?
And A Court of Thorns and Roses series. It's the same writer as the Throne of Glass series.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, I'm thinking
but
about Logan in the
very different. What? Oh.
Logan in the
puppy. But this
you have a video of that?
No.
I need to see it.
This book is more so A Throne of Glass is more like an assassin who's actually a queen who fights to like get her kingdom back. This one is more like Beauty and the Beast with a little Vampire Diaries in it. It's very different. So I haven't watched a single show.
You haven't watched Love is Blind?
I have not. I tried to watch it with Rich one day, and we both kind of felt bored with it.
Oh, it is beyond boring.
Oh, it's not just me.
It was like 6 pod episodes. I'm like, oh, like, fuck.
I didn't get through the first one. I'm not gonna lie.
Let me recap it to you really quickly. They all suck. And one of them, like, what are we doing? Like, this is supposed to be like the anniversary 5 years of Love is Blind.
Yeah.
Minnesota? Minnesota?
Right.
And then on top of that, they were like these people there, one of them, she's like, I've never been in a relationship, but like I know I'm ready to get married. What?
I saw her. She's she has like red weird hair. Like a bang, and then it's like they should have went to Salt Lake City.
Ooh, Salt Lake City would have been crazy.
Salt Lake City right now, it has like a little bit of a buzz because of the Real Housewives and Reality World. They should have went to Salt Lake City.
They should have.
And then they also started selling in Salt Lake City, and then they have the Secret Life of Mormon Wives.
Which, do you know 3 of the cast members are currently pregnant in that show?
First of all, do they stop getting pregnant in that show?
No, girl.
Like, 2 was pregnant last year, 3 now. It's like they're gonna rotate.
Well, they don't believe in birth control, I think, right? Allegedly, ConVic facts.
Oh yeah, these are all ConVic facts.
By the way. But no, it's so boring. Love is Blind. Like, they went to Honduras for like the thing for like the classic Mexico trip. They went to Honduras, which Honduras looks beautiful, by the way.
I love that because people don't go to Honduras.
They really don't. Like, Honduras is not very advertised. So I was like, wow, what a great place to choose because it is beautiful. Yeah. My thing is, there was one. I'm just gonna, if you don't mind me spoiling it for you, because when this happened, I was just like, okay, we are not doing the show well. One, it's like, okay, so one couple, I forgot their names. Honestly, I've been watching them. still not invested in who the hell they are. One of them was just like, she was talking to two guys, but then she told one guy that she like has avoidant issues, and then she broke up with the other guy to be with that guy. The guy looks like Ben Platt. And all of a sudden Ben Platt was just like, "No, I don't want to be with you." And I was like, wow, that's crazy. Just crazy. Then there was another one that she was just like, he was like, "You were always my first choice." She was like, "No, there was no choice because she broke up with you." She's like, "So I don't think we can move. I'll always think I'm second choice." Accurate. And I'm glad that she didn't just like want to be famous on the show or whatever. The other one is that this girl says yes to this guy. I don't know. I think she's a nurse and he's something. And then all of a sudden, one of them, he was just like, "Oh, um, they have this like hotel where they're waiting to go to Honduras, I'm assuming." They're like waiting there, and then she goes, "He followed me on my Instagram before." I was like, he's like, "I know, I've
Okay.
seen a picture of him like in a what is it? Like in a Christmas event thing. Like he has like his leg crossed and like with a fire, whatever, some bullshit like that." She's like, "I know." She's like, "He must have known who I was before I entered the pods." And I
Oh
was
my
just like, "But how do you know who's entering these pods? Like,
Right. So
what?"
what?
And then like the thing is, she was just like, he must have found out everything about my bio to make me fall in love with him. You're leaving that all in your bio? Like, my bio says
Lit-
like something, and then like ConVic Podcast. Like,
My bio has a Jamaican flag, a Dominican flag, NYC, mom, wife, convict, Lilia Studios, book. What from
he
that
was
is
just
gonna?
like, he knew like I liked, I don't know, like cheeseburgers. Let's say, I don't remember. I think I'm craving a
Are
cheeseburger.
you posting cheeseburgers?
Yeah, she was just, and then no. What's crazy is that she then they're talking like this like hold like hotel room, right? Like in this
Mhm.
like in the lobby of the hotel. And she was just like, "I just have a feeling you did follow me and unfollow me, and you knew what I looked like before the pod." And I was like, "Bitch, you sound fucking insane."
Also, my Instagram name is Blah Bitchy. Yeah, I'm not walking in the pod like, hey, I'm Blah Bitchy. Like, what is and even still, like yours is more to your name.
Right.
But how many of those are there in this
Well,
world
no,
that I'm
but
gonna
like,
assume
what? Like, I don't think you
he's
tell people
unstable?
that you're going on the pod. Like, I feel like that's a violation of the contract, I'm assuming.
Yeah, you have to keep a
Yeah,
secret.
like it's not like I'm posting. Like it's not like you can post on your story saying like, "Hey, I'm going to Love Is Blind. Like, meet me there.
Right,
We are
right.
going on the pods." Like, no. So she does all of this like thing. She's like, "No, I feel it. I feel it." They give her back her phone because she has this followers and unfollowers app, which I used to have a long, long time ago. And I was like, that shit still works. But she literally is scrolling through her phone in front of him like this. Like she's like, "If I see your name, I'm breaking up this engagement."
Okay.
It felt like an hour. She was just like,
She would search his name. That's what she did.
no, and they did it in front of us. Like cameras recording as he is there looking at her, looking at the unfollowers. She's like, "I lost a lot of followers." Bitch, what?
She's unstable.
And all of that to be like, he never did it. He never followed her. Right? She was just like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry." He was like, "Yeah, it's okay. Like that's how we resolve conflict." That's a red fucking flag.
Yeah.
Like,
That's like
it's too
we need
much.
something bigger. Like that's a tapestry. Like what?
Yeah, she was just like, "Is there a
Especially
picture
like
on your
your logic
Instagram
isn't
of you with like on a sofa with your legs crossed in front of a fire?" He was like, "I don't think so. No." She's like, "If I," she was like, she was very adamant too. She's like, "If I see your name here, this engagement's off." I was just like, I was like,
don't
"What?"
fuck with me, fuck with your mother, bye bitch.
Yeah, I
Like
was like, and then he forgave her like right away.
he's crazy.
He crazy. He was like, "Maybe if I stick this out, I could get laid." Because they're
It
going to
cannot
Honduras
be
at that
that.
time.
Oh, okay. But
And
still.
then another couple, like this guy, he's kind of weird. I forgot his name. I think his name is Dan question mark. I'm not too sure. He's with some girl named Lauren. And all of a sudden he like, you know how like they all go into the couple adventures and they start talking and they're like, "Oh my god, we say pineapple when we want to take a shit." I'm like, "Oh, like all that fun, cute stuff, right? Like, or whatever. So they all meet up as couples again to see who it was. And like, nobody's getting messy in this episode, like season. Like, everybody's just like, oh, like, you look so beautiful. And I'm like, no, be like, damn, she's hot. She got a fat ass. Like, I wish I went after her. Like, things like that. I need that.
Right.
But then
Like,
one of
have
them,
this husband hit on that girl. Like,
yeah,
come on.
like, give me
Look it
like Chelsea Malik. What's her name? Micah Kwame, I think his name was. Like, that was drama.
That was. I still think he should have went with Micah.
Me too,
No,
to this day.
actually, no. I like the guy that Micah was with, but that guy didn't like Micah.
Remember that whole scandal that he was like, it was shown that he slapped the bridesmaid's ass as he was leaving the.
Like,
He
that
said
shit
no,
was.
but like,
I mean, that's wild behavior.
wow. But
Maybe
men
he's
are
like,
wild. Sorry, woman, but men are
no,
wild.
but some women, like, a guy would be like walking past them and they'd be like, oh, he touched me, or like just to cause a problem to be on the show.
But it really looked like she just smacked the hand away from the guy smacked, like she smacked it. Whatever. I'm not bringing it up right now. I'm just saying like that video looks sus.
I don't remember. So.
But no, so then one of them, like one of the guys, I think his name is Dan ? He starts going around to every couple. He's like, "Have you guys had sex? Have you guys had sex? Have you guys had sex?" Because he hasn't had sex. And some of them were like, "No, not yet." And some of them were like, "Yeah, we had sex already." He's like, "How was it? Like, how do you feel?" And everything. It's like, what? What is these questions?
Oh, like, you want to join me next time?
Yeah, like, why are you asking me all these questions? And like, then on top of that, like, there's this other girl, like, she's with this guy. And this is where I need your opinion. Hold on.
I'm ready.
Okay. So, I don't know her name. I want to say Monica. Tentative. She brings back this guy. They're both tall and very attractive. I think they're pretty. And she brings him to the family, right? You know how the family thing is. So she goes, oh, one, growing up, apparently, like, the thing is that they had, it was a sock bucket. Like, everybody just used to wear each other's socks.
So they're white.
Yeah. Yeah. No, there's only one couple of color on the show. But they're all from
It's
Minnesota.
It's Minnesota.
Yeah.
I wasn't even gonna ask that.
Yeah, like there's literally, it's just all white. Like,
they all look the same.
So she said, she was like, yeah. So he's like, I want to see the sock bucket, right? Cool, whatever. But then she has I want to say an older sister. And the older sister's boyfriend used to talk to Monica. That's how the older sister and the boyfriend met, through Monica. They apparently, I don't think they ever fucked or anything like that. I'm not 100% sure. But it's like, oh. And then like now the older sister's kind of was like, well, isn't it kind of weird that like you're going to be getting married before me? It's giving jealousy.
It's giving she's gonna fuck your husband.
It's also giving like, did we not find it weird that he was first hitting on your sister, Monica?
Right.
And now I'm gonna make up the girl's name. Now he's with Chelsea. And now like they're together. She was just like, yeah, but it's not awkward. Is it not? So what's your opinion?
My opinion is she's going to fuck her husband, her sister's husband.
Because
she's like, I'm gonna have the first hit.
The guy that Monica's with, he was just like, is she jealous of you? Like, wow.
Yeah. I feel like she's going to try to get pregnant before her, cause drama in the wedding, and
like go to her ear and be like, oh, he's not good for you, or some bullshit like that.
Oh, he slapped my ass at the wedding. Mm-hmm.
And okay, so this other one, they didn't align, I want to say politically, because from what I remember tentatively, he's like, I didn't vote. He's like, and I didn't talk about Black Lives Matter. While she was just like, no, that's important to me. She's like, Black Lives Matter. What else did she say? She was like, that she wasn't really part of, I think the Christian church, ? I'm not too sure. Or the Catholic church, I'm not sure. So she was just like, also like, I think she has a gay sister. But then she was just like, he was just like, oh, but like, you know, like, I just keep myself out of those political things because like I don't like want to deal with that. Like, I'm paraphrasing what he said, basically.
Yeah.
And she didn't like that. She was like, oh, I don't know. Because she still said yes, by the way. She did a proposal.
Oh.
Yeah.
That sounds like that's a great way to start a
Yeah, I was
relationship
just
with
like, and
fundamental differences.
right.
I
Again,
totally.
I like heard, never seen personally, like, of people having two political different, like, views, right?
Mhm.
I just don't know how lasting that could be in a marriage.
I feel like a couple could last if they have two different political views, as long as they both understand and know why they have those views.
Right.
Like, and as long as one isn't more passionate about one of those views, like something that hurts people,
Right.
like women's rights or black rights or all of those things, and the other person is like, no, I don't care. Those issues, I don't think you get past. But if you're like a Republican for like taxes and those issues, I think you could get past. But these are like fundamental issues.
That's what I always say. It's kind of like
when
when
we're
people are
talking about
like, kind of like when women are like, I want a baby, or men are like, I want a baby, and the woman or the man doesn't want it. And you're like, oh, we can work it out. Like, no, those are fundamental things you want. Like, you want to get married. You want to do all that stuff. So it's like, it's okay. Like, sometimes, like, those big issues, like, could cause a breakup in the future. Sometimes I'm just like, people are like, you could change your mind. I'm like, but that's a big thing to ask. Like, you're asking maybe one person to, you may never want to have kids, which is perfect. Like, it's a lot to give up, too. And I'm just not saying about the kids. I'm saying, like, that's just, like, one of the main ones.
No,
like,
a lot of things. Yeah, like if somebody, even just like gay rights or, you know, human rights like that, like if you're very passionate or you at least feel like something should be done, you have an opinion on it. Even knowing somebody doesn't, that says a lot. Not having an opinion is having an opinion when it comes to human rights. So it's like, I don't know, like things like that is a lot more mucky because it's like, can you be with somebody who doesn't even respect basic human rights? How do I know that? How do I trust you to treat me right and my family right and our kids right and all of that if you can't put yourself outside of your selfish comfortability and need to respect other people? Like, does that make sense?
No, that makes sense. It's just like,
Okay.
but it's all accurate.
Yeah.
Like, for me, it was just like, why did you say yes then?
Exactly. But that's what I'm saying.
She was
Some
very,
people
she
just
like did not like when she was like, I didn't vote in the last election. I really don't put myself in Black Lives Matter. Like, she was mad. He was just like, I could learn, and she was like, but you shouldn't be like wanting to learn now.
Well, at least he's saying that he can learn. You know, so like I guess.
That, don't quote me. I think that's what he said. He said something along the line. He was just like, I want to like learn more about. I don't remember. This episode's been so boring. I had to restart the episode like 10 times. I was so tired.
If somebody is like willing to change or learn, that's always a great sign. Sometimes people do have other things going on where they don't have the same growth as you do, and you know you can't judge people for that. But as long as somebody's continuously changing or evolving or growing and learning, then that's something you can work with. It was, you know, at least it wasn't like hard no, don't care, not my problem.
Right. It's like, why would I care about an issue that's never gonna bother me?
Right. It wasn't just like straight out there. It was like probably maybe it was more so of a wake up call where he was like, well, I never really did care, but maybe I should, you know? And, you know, he's a man. A white man. Do we have expectations?
Right. Also, another
about
one.
Him having to care about other people?
One guy in the pods, he's the one that was asking everybody about like the sex question. He had like a weird thing about his sister. Like, everything's like, my sister this. He's like, well, if you don't get along with my sister, we can't make it work. Like,
oh, I hate people like that.
It was,
first of all,
it was like everything about his sister, and I was just like, what?
Like, first of all, if we're getting married, I'm your family now.
I am the extension of you.
It's me.
No, but he was just like, oh, like my sister was very like, he's like, my sister was very skeptical about this, like this this thing. He was like, but my sister. I'm like, oh my God, I'm over your sister now.
Me too. Like, is she here?
Yeah, he was like, she didn't really want to join the experiment. Okay,
When?
then
Does she pay your bills?
yeah, like what? And then he
Will
was
you
like, my
be
sister.
homeless?
He's like, my sister's gonna be overprotected. He was like even making her feel bad. He was like, oh, like my sister said, oh, the scandal was between them, and I think her name is Lauren. Is that like Lauren before she went on the show, she was hooking up with one of these guys. Like she was like dating. I don't know, if it was like hooking up or like dating somebody in that friend group that she didn't know about. But it's like it's a person that lives in the building, but like it's like a loose friend. It's like not a loose like. It's not like we're
She
super
popped
besties.
her
It's just like
pussy for a real one and called it a day. Like,
yeah, she was just like, okay. And then like his friends were like, oh, she was like really hooking up with him. They were dating. He was under the impression they were boyfriend and girlfriend. And she's the one that was like, no, we're not. Like this girl was fanning herself and everything. And then he was at us on the bed like this. He was like, you know, now that my sister got wind of this. I was like, what the fuck?
oh my God. That sister abuses him.
I want to say that. Like, that's what I want to
He
say.
needs help.
I remember, yo, I'm really
This
about
whole
to,
thing is
I'm
like,
really about to like,
rescue me.
what happened?
I said this whole him being on the show is him saying rescue me.
You want to hear something funny? This is actually going to be some dirty laundry I'm airing right now. There was one person that I was dating and or involved with. So, and he would also want the approval of his sister. Like, it was weird. He'd be like, my sister didn't like that. And I'm like, you're a grown ass man.
I don't like this.
He'd be like, my sister's always judging me. And now thinking back at it, yeah, she had a
Yes,
good reason to judge you. You know who I'm talking about too. I know you know.
Like, first of all, I'm judging you right now.
No, hindsight 2020, she was right to judge you. Like 100% right to judge you. And I agree with her. You know who you are if you listen.
And you probably are. But yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So clearly I've missed nothing.
Nothing. Even during the Hulktown dates, I'm like,
So I will stay my ass in dark romantasy.
there is a new show we started watching though, and I think you'll like it. Hold on.
What's it called?
Hold on. Bitch, I'm getting
Is it worth
it.
my time?
Huh?
Could you? Okay, so I'm watching. Well, it finished now, but there's a show Harlem, and it's really cute. And it's okay, I don't know all of their names. I only know Megan Good's name. She's in it, and she has 3. It's like it was supposed to be like if Sex and the City was Black women in Harlem.
Mm-hmm.
That's what this show is. So Megan Good's character, she has this on and off relationship with a guy, right? So his name is Ian. And they were dating for like 7 years, and then she went. I forgot why they broke up the first time, but they were basically like really. He was that boyfriend, like when the shows have like that boyfriend that broke up with them, and then they're like still thinking about them years later. He was
Carrie.
that. Yeah.
Carrie.
So see, exactly. Like I said, Black Sex and the City. But he ends up moving on, proposing to somebody else.
Wow, big.
And then he gets reconnected to Megan Good's character, and they end up realizing they still love each other, so then they get back together. Then she realizes she doesn't want to be a mom out of fear. And he's like, I really want kids. And so they broke up again the second time. After he broke up with the ex-fiance for her, he realized they didn't want kids, or she didn't want, and he did. So then they broke up again, and he starts dating his childhood best friend. And they start getting really serious because he's like ready to marry and move down. I mean, settle down. She finds out because they used to, fuck around after they broke up for a couple months before he started dating the best friend. She finds out she's pregnant with his baby. So but then at the same time, he made embryos with childhood best friend girlfriend, whose name is Portia. So he's like,
the drama.
I know, it's delicious. So he's like with Portia trying to live this life, but then also with Megan trying to co-parent, be there, help her out.
Megan decides to
So
keep the kid.
yes,
Okay.
yeah, she realized like it was fear of her mom. Like she has a bad relationship with her mom, so she had fear about it.
Of
But
course, yeah.
she ends up deciding to keep the baby. These two are still going through the embryo process and talking about marriage and moving in, but he's still like very like involved with Megan and her pregnancy and what's going on over there.
Ooh, so
And
he's like
then
double dipping.
yeah, and then he ends up like the night he builds their crib, and then they're like, being intimate, but like an emotional way.
Megan and the guy.
Yes.
Oof.
And then they almost kissed, but then Megan was like, we can't do this. You gotta go. And then Portia started picking up on it, and she's like, you're still in love with her. And he didn't respond. So she's like, wow, okay, well, this is over. And
I mean,
it ends up with Ian being with Megan at the end with the baby. And, everything is awesome. I could not be the Portia. Could you be the Portia? Like, let's say you start dating this guy, even though you know him and you're like, oh, this could be really great. But then you find out his ex is pregnant with his baby.
I would not be going through the embryo process.
Right?
I'd be like, figure that out first.
No, right, exactly. Because I was trying to think of the timeline, but no, exactly. Like, I'm not gonna be building my life with you.
Also, I feel like the embryo process is a lot. It's like a lot of shots for women, right?
It's a lot of shots. You have to retrieve the eggs, which is not at all as simple as niggas giving up sperm.
Right.
But it's a very intense process. And then it's not even just like freezing your eggs, because now if you decide to go through with that embryo, this is your baby daddy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's set in place. This is your baby daddy.
Yeah.
And so, like, if it ends on bad terms, you still got kids with this baby daddy that you get to decide.
Because I don't know much about the embryo process. If, like, let's say you get the embryos, right? Fertilized by the man, whatever, and you guys break up. Technically, does he have the right to that child because it was his sperm?
That's what I'm saying. I think that he does have rights to the child.
I think so too. I think they do.
But I'm not sure. They may belong to the woman because it's technically part of her body.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
This is something we're going to Google.
But now
I'm pretty sure there's been like has to be law cases about it. But I cannot be so Portia knew that Megan was
she started to realize. No, yeah. So it never showed when he told her. It just went from like she didn't know to like, oh, now she knows. Because I kind of did like a speed up episode where it went through the times. So I don't know, like it didn't show when he showed her, but by the second episode that she was pregnant in, she knew.
Interesting. So, that's hard.
And then when she told him, they were just like starting the process.
He sounds not that I think he sounds like this, but it's also like giving Tristan Thompson.
A little bit.
Like just a little bit. Like you knew you got your trainer pregnant and you still went with the embryo process with Chloe, like
he's impatient. Like he went from Megan to Portia real quick and was like, okay, she didn't want my ideal family, I'm gonna give it to you without even like. Well,
there's some men that do that. They just like, well, the first, and I'm not saying this like Portia is like, they were childhood friends too. Like there's an emotional attachment there already.
I love how deep we're into this, and these are fictional characters. It's like she doesn't really exist.
I dated this guy, you know who it is. Where he was like definitely still in love with his ex, but then dating me, and it was just like I was competing with like a ghost.
Yeah,
and that's just a sucky feeling.
It is, because you can't.
Yeah,
you literally can't. And it's just, I don't know. I'm not secure enough to be in that situation.
I
I
obviously
would
that
do
shit
it.
broke me, but like
Mm-hmm.
not like if it also gets complicated because there's a child now involved.
It's the deal.
Your fan just got me distracted. What else is going on? I think like Selena Gomez won a Guild Actor Award for Only Murders in the Building, so snaps.
I saw Wicked. I don't know how they didn't win.
So controversial take.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't watch Wicked.
You want to run that one more time?
Did I have a stroke?
Are you high, bitch? Just admit it.
No, I'm not. I wish I was though. I have a controversial take about Wicked. I didn't see it, but
So how do you have a take?
huh?
I said, how do you have a
I just
take?
feel like it looks so stupid.
You didn't even see it.
Yeah, but like the parts I'm seeing it, I'm like, oh.
You need to
I'm really
watch
happy
it.
they're not winning.
You need to watch it
Fine.
because now you just sound like a hater.
Okay, I'll watch it. I'll watch it.
It was very good. Even Rich said it was very good.
It was also Rich's birthday.
Mm-hmm.
Did you guys do anything special?
No.
Okay.
I baked him a cake.
Hey, you know what? At least you didn't kill him.
Wait, you know what I'm saying? You lived another day.
I'm surprised you trusted cake. Could be rat poisoning.
The kids went to my mom's, so it was the first time in months that we were just like here alone.
With Teddy.
I feel like that was good enough.
With Teddy.
Yeah.
Teddy was like, freedom. Fuck these kids. Teddy probably goes to his bed at night, just like smokes a cigarette. Like, I live to see another day.
Scapegoats now.
Wait,
He's
where's
like, what is
Teddy?
the
Are you guys still sleeping on the couch? Like one of you guys?
Yeah, but now that he jumps out the cage, I'm gonna try to go to bed tonight.
Just give him a dog bed in the room. Like fuck it.
That's what Rich put it in there because clearly Teddy made up his own mind about where he's sleeping.
You know what? He said fuck y'all. Fuck y'all in these rules.
He said, I'm the HBAC.
These dogs are running our lives.
Okay.
Culture World is because Netflix just released a new Gabby Petito documentary. It's about her murder. And they brought the ex-boyfriend in.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, he was like, it was supposed to be us on that road trip. I was like, wow. But then they also had this other girl that I don't remember that was Gabby's best friend or not, but he was like, Brian used to write me some weird text messages. And he literally called her a hummingbird. I was just like, why are you bringing this up when we're trying to focus on the murder of her?
I don't want to have another John Benet Ramsey situation.
He's still alive. I have a really good feeling Brian is still alive. That's his name?
I don't know who you're talking about.
Oh.
Okay.
Gabby Petito was this girl that was like trying to start like a blogger to be like van life, living in her van with her boyfriend as they travel.
Was this a couple years ago?
Huh?
It was a couple years ago, right?
Yeah, it's 2021.
Yeah.
Yeah, remember
okay,
the whole national manhunt?
Yeah. Oh, that's what that's about. I saw that, but I was up in the books, so I didn't really think. I just looked up.
I'm not gonna yuck your yums about the books. You know me. I'm not a yuck your yummers.
First of all, these books have more drama than you will ever imagine.
Also, like, I feel like Book World is just so much better than Real World.
Oh my god, it is.
Like,
and then
did you see that fake ass AI video of Trump licking or kissing?
Yes.
We are not okay in this country.
Like, first of all, the things I see on AI and the things that you nasty ass people be making and creating and that your nasty ass minds go to, you're nasty.
Crazy.
Right? You're nasty. And you need to stop.
Crazy.
You need to stop. Because why was Trump going in like that on some toes? It was nasty. I don't think I ever needed to see that.
And now that I did, it has not made my life
It
better.
won't leave my brain.
It literally flashed back. I was like, I saw
And
that.
it's random ass moments when you think you're over it, and then it's just like Trump licking toes, and you're like, ugh.
Yeah, you're like
You have PTSD from the fucking video.
And I get it, it's AI, but like
So does it.
ready? This is my quote of the day. Of the week.
Okay, what
Okay,
is
ready?
it about?
Ready?
Mhm. Mhm.
Ain't no way God thinks I'm this strong, bro.
A mess. A mess. All right, mine's
Wait, did you watch
is
Traders?
no.
Okay, bitch, you need to get together.
Mine's is you cannot have a positive life and a negative mind. I say this shit all the time. Okay, by Joyce Mayer. All right, guys, and that is this week's episode of the ConVic Podcast. Follow us, like, subscribe at ConVic Podcast
Not me
on
zoning out
Instagram,
completely.
Twitter, YouTube, and TikTok. Love you.
Bye.